Pesticides are substances used to eliminate or control pests, including insects, weeds and fungi. They are widely used in agriculture to protect crops and ensure high yields. Pesticides can be classified based on their target organisms, chemical structure and mode of action. Classification of pesticides. 1. Based on target organisms. Insecticides target insects, for example, DDT and malathion. Herbicides target weeds such as glyphosate and atrazine. Fungicides target fungi like chlorothalonil and mancozeb. Rodenticides target rodents, for instance, warfarin and bromadiolone. Bactericides target bacteria, for example, streptomycin and copper compounds. 2. Based on chemical structure. Organophosphates affect the nervous system by inhibiting acetylcholinesterase, for instance, parathion and malathion. Carbamates have a similar action to organophosphates, but are generally less toxic, such as carbaryl and aldicarb. Organochlorines are persistent in the environment and bioaccumulate, for example, DDT and chlordane. Pyrethroids are synthetic versions of natural pyrethrins, like permethrin and cypermethrin. Based on mode of action, systemic pesticides are absorbed by plants and distributed throughout their tissues. Contact pesticides, on the other hand, kill pests upon direct contact. Effects of pesticides include acute toxicity, which can cause immediate effects such as nausea, dizziness, respiratory issues, and in severe cases, death. Chronic toxicity resulting from long-term exposure can lead to cancer, reproductive harm, endocrine disruption, and neurological disorders. Additionally, the environmental impact is significant, with contamination of soil, water, and non-target organisms, including beneficial insects like bees and natural predators of pests. Biochemical aspects of heavy metals and metalloids. Heavy metals. Mercury, or Hg. Sources include industrial processes, coal combustion and mining. Biochemically, mercury binds to thiol groups in proteins, causing neurological and renal damage. Methylmercury, in particular, bioaccumulates in fish, leading to food chain contamination. Cadmium, or Cd. The sources are battery production, metal plating, and fertilizers. Biochemically, cadmium interferes with calcium metabolism, leading to bone damage, commonly known as Itai disease. It also causes kidney damage and respiratory issues. Lead, Pb, found in lead-based paints, gasoline, and industrial emissions. Lead disrupts heme synthesis, leading to anemia. It also causes neurological damage, particularly in children, and kidney dysfunction. Chromium, Cr. Sources include leather tanning, electroplating, and stainless steel production. Hexavalent chromium, or Cr6, is highly toxic and carcinogenic. It causes skin ulcers, respiratory issues, and lung cancer. Metalloids. Arsenic, often abbreviated as AS, is a well-known toxic element. Its sources include pesticides, industrial processes, and contaminated water. Biochemically, arsenic interferes with enzyme function, which can lead to skin lesions, various types of cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and neurological effects. Selenium, or Se, is another element of concern. It can be found in agricultural runoff, coal combustion, and industrial waste. While selenium is essential in small amounts, it becomes toxic when in excess. This toxicity, known as selenosis, is characterized by gastrointestinal distress, hair loss, and neurological damage. Now let's talk about other toxic chemicals. These substances, often found in various industrial and agricultural settings, can have a wide range of harmful effects on human health and the environment. Carbon monoxide, or CO, is a silent and deadly gas. Its primary sources are the incomplete combustion of carbon-containing fuels. Once inhaled, it binds to hemoglobin in the blood, which prevents the transport of oxygen. This can lead to hypoxia, and in severe cases, it can be fatal. Ozone, or O3, is a reactive gas formed through photochemical reactions involving sunlight and pollutants. It causes respiratory irritation, lung damage, and can exacerbate asthma. It's a major component of smog and poses significant health risks, especially for those with pre-existing respiratory conditions. Peroxyacetyl nitrate, often abbreviated as PAN, is a secondary pollutant formed from hydrocarbons and nitrogen oxides. It causes eye irritation, respiratory problems, and can also damage plants. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, come from a variety of sources, including industrial solvents, vehicle emissions, and household products. They can cause respiratory irritation, headaches, and some, like benzene, are even carcinogenic. Persistent organic pollutants, known as POPs, originate from pesticides like DDT, industrial chemicals such as PCBs, and byproducts like dioxins. These substances bioaccumulate in the food chain, leading to endocrine disruption, reproductive harm, and cancer. Carcinogens in the air include substances that can cause cancer upon inhalation or dermal exposure. Key examples include polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs, formed during incomplete combustion of organic materials, asbestos, fibrous minerals used in construction, radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas from the decay of uranium in soil, and tobacco smoke, which contains numerous carcinogens like benzene and formaldehyde. These substances can cause mutations in DNA, leading to uncontrolled cell growth and cancer development.